That is disgusting. That is just from one go. What's up, YouTube?
What's up, guys?
We have probably, we say this almost every time, we just get a lot of awesome products, but this one I love. I'm a clean freak, and this robot vacuum is amazing.
He's been too excited about it.
Way too
Wanting
excited.
to run it every single day.
Yeah, even when it doesn't need to vacuum, I still want to run it because it's that cool. So it's from HONITURE, and it is the Q6 Lite. It has this little thing on top that radars your whole apartment, and it maps it out to know exactly where to vacuum. And it also mops as a water tank if you want to switch it over to the mopping end.
Looks like this.
Yeah. So after you're done like vacuuming, you empty the dust tray, and then you fill that with water, and then put the mop piece on it, and then let it go as well. But the cool thing about this vacuum that separates it from all the vacuums is it's actually smart. It doesn't just go, you know, in random spots.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the times it might miss little areas of your house. This one, when it starts out, so first it maps out your house, and I'll show it to you. It runs on an app, and it also has a remote, but most likely you're going to use the app. So it'll edge the entire house, and after it edges the house, and it does this by room, like it's smart enough to know if there's a doorway, it's smart enough to miss the doorway and just do that room, and after it cleans that room, it'll go into the next room. So it edges everything, and after that, it goes back and forth. Kind of like when you're mowing the lawn, it just goes back and forth. Yeah, it literally does not miss anything. So Crystal's gonna follow me around. I'll show you guys the app.
It's actually pretty quiet too.
Yeah, it's super quiet.
And it talks a lot.
Yeah, it also talks. Like you can turn, it's a function that you can turn off, but we'll show you. So I'm gonna put this up here. You actually wanna make sure that you don't have like cords hanging down or anything like that. So you just lift up the cords. And on the bottom, I'll show it to you guys, but on the bottom it's got the spinny brushes and that middle spin brush, which is nice for carpet and whatnot. So this is the charger, and after it's done cleaning, it just goes right back home. So
start charging.
As you can hear, start charging. So HoneySmart is the app. And Q6 Lite. So it's 100% charged. And as you can see, it already mapped out our apartment. So it actually goes this way. So if you see that centerpiece that's white, that's actually our couch. And our couch is folded out right now, but it's normally a sectional. But it's got the couch, and then it goes into our laundry room, then it goes into our bedroom and our bathroom back here. And as you can see, these white lines, that shows exactly where it goes. So there's a lot of cool functions that you can do with this. But since it's already mapped everything out, I'm just gonna go ahead and plan cleaning.
Start cleaning.
And as you see, it's gonna basically scan the whole room to make sure it knows where it's at.
Do a little 360. And Ollie doesn't bother it either, which is kind of cool.
And when we very first got our first vacuum, which was the D-Bot, I believe.
Yeah.
I think we have a video on that.
We do.
She kind of barked at it and would bite at it, but now she doesn't even acknowledge him. Now it's gonna start. And it goes right under the furniture.
Oh, got something.
Yep.
We've named this guy Bill.
Yep. This is our new vacuum Bill. And it's just gonna basically edge all around this room before it starts going back and forth. So So we have the water bowls and stuff right here. Kind of will push them, but I'm leaving them here just so you guys can see what it's gonna do.
It knows to go around them though.
Yeah.
Whereas like past vacuums would like tip the water over and be super aggressive, where this one just kind of will just edge the little carpet that it's on, little rug, and then keep going.
Exactly. And I don't know if you see on the app, you can kind of see like a white line on the edge. So it's right there in our house. You see that little white line? That white line is just showing that it's already vacuumed there.
Yeah.
So after it edges everything, then it's gonna start just going back and forth like a lawnmower. And I don't know why, but once I hit my 30s, I became like super into vacuums. I don't know if, you know, a lot of people do that, but I could watch this thing all day. Like after we got it, I was literally like following it everywhere. And I couldn't stop talking about it. And I think I annoyed Crystal as well because I was so excited about it. And we vacuumed that night, and then I woke up in the morning and I was like, well, we might as well run the vacuum again.
And sure enough, it picked up a lot of stuff still.
Yeah, still picked up stuff. It's crazy. Like,
it's going to be thrown off because so when we set it, this table wasn't here and our couch was tucked in. It's pulled out right now because we were watching some TV shows. And I have a ton of, don't look at that, girls, that's your Christmas gift. But anyway, so I think it might be a little bit off its A game, but I think it's fine. It doesn't seem to be too phased by it. It's like reprogramming almost, it seems like.
Yep, this thing's insanely smart.
Also, do you guys love our fall tree?
So not a lot of people do this, but
we do.
October 1st, we put up our Christmas tree, but we decorated in fall.
As you can see, it's
and
not
then,
Christmassy.
Yep, and then November 1st, goes straight into Christmas.
We've got a cute little fall setup, I think. It's got a fall vibe to it.
It does.
But anyway, back to the vacuum. So, as you can see, it just like kind of gets around the edges and all the nooks and crannies that you don't want to get. Or too lazy to get, I guess, is more like it.
Alright, so it knows that this is just one room. So if you see the red right here, it separates the rooms by colors. So it knows that it's going into another room. So it's going to finish this room first. So that's so cool that it didn't actually go into that room. And now it's just finishing off our living room as far as the edging goes. So the other vacuums that we've done on this channel, they just basically go wherever they want to go. They don't really have a plan. And they just basically run in, you know, if it runs into a wall, it goes the other way, runs into that wall, and blah, blah, blah. But this one actually coordinates with this little radar system. And, you know, as you can see, the layout of our cozy little beach apartment. So there's the couch, and that's the white spot, that's where the couch is. We go into the bathroom, and if you have one of these, you'll want to pick up the rug. So we'll just go ahead and do that right now, because it can get stuck on these fluffy things. So the yellow is the bathroom, and then the blue is our bedroom. As you can see, with the big white spot is our bed, and it just separates it all perfectly. It gets under our bar stools with ease, which is awesome. It doesn't actually get stuck under there, whereas some of our other robot vacuums that we've done in the past, they tend to get stuck under there, or else they'll shut off and make an annoying beep sound. So it's perfect that we don't have to move them. Alright, so as you can see from the white marks, it has edged the entire room. And the cool thing is it saw the couch was in the middle of the room, so it went, after it finished edging this room, then it basically went over to the couch, which is in the middle of the room, to edge that. And it started right here, so basically it's going to stop edging right here when it turns this corner, and then it's going to start doing basically the lawnmower back and forth, which is very accurate, and it does not even miss 1 inch. So check it out, it knows it's done. So now it's gonna get set up to start just going back and forth. And the reason why it turns a little early is because it already edged right there. So it knows that it already got that little spot. And it's basically missing where it already got when it edged the couch. And so it should turn around right here. So when it kind of just does its own thing, like it's gonna start doing the back and forth thing, and then it'll back and forth right here, and then it'll go through here, and then back and forth right there, and then it'll skip where it just did, and then it'll start kind of going back and forth, finish this room off, and then go over here into the kitchen. But as you can see where the white marks are, and it knows to not go in this room because that is a completely different room, and it'll start on that when it's done with this room. This thing is freaking amazing. Alright, so as you can see, all the white is where it's vacuumed, and now it's finishing this room. So now that it knows it's finishing, it's going to see where it's at, and then it'll head over to that room over there. So here it goes. It knows that it's finished this room, and now it knows exactly where to go. This is so satisfying. Oh, so it's just got to finish this little part right here. As you can see, it's still red. So it's just going to go back and forth right here. So it already knows that it didn't finish this little corner. It's so cool. Like, this is the stuff I love about this vacuum. So now it finished it, and now it's going to go in here and start on this room. So now it's going to start edging. And then after it edges, it's going to do the back and forth thing. So it is very detailed, but this room is spotless. Not one dog hair. Not one dog hair, Ollie. Alright, so it just finished the entire apartment, and now it is going back to charge on its own. So it finished the bedroom in there, and it came all the way through here, and here we go.
Start charging.
Woo!
Amazing. And now I'm about to empty the trash bin.
Alright, Dan.
Actually, the dust bin is
Yeah.
what you call it. So you just pull it out from here. And
See your can.
you ready for this? That is disgusting.
Oh.
That is just from one go. And we vacuumed what, like 5 days ago maybe?
Not that long ago.
So like it gets so much dog hair, it literally thoroughly cleans.
And crystal hair.
And crystal hair. A little bit of my hair, but Crystal definitely sheds more than I do. So you open it up, so much just comes out. It's crazy.
Get it, Ken.
So now we'll mop, but there's also a filter in here as well. It's right, you probably can't see, but it's right in there, right on top of here. So now it's time to mop. So I switched the trays. So this is the dust tray right here. This is the water tray. We already have the mop on here, and it just velcros on. And you put the water in right there. So here we go. All right, so now I filled this with water, and you can see that there's measurements right there. And the water just slowly drips under here. And I mopped one time before last week, and it actually mopped the entire place without running out of water. And I don't know how it does it, but it just does. So I'm just gonna slide that on in there.
Start mopping.
So as you can see, it's gonna scan the room again, even though it just finished vacuuming, and you definitely want to vacuum before you mop. But I don't know if you'd be able to tell. Let me see. So you can kind of see the wet floor. And it's not like overly wet, but it does a really good job. So as you can see like the wetness kind of right here. It's perfect. So now it's just restarting. It erased all the white lines from the vacuum, and now it's about to do the exact same thing with the mop. And then when it goes to carpet, you definitely don't want it to mop on the carpet. So when it comes over here, what I do is I actually just kind of stand here, and it'll like, you know, run into my feet, and then it'll realize that it doesn't want to go right there. And it'll go all around, and then, you know, I'll do the same thing over there. But we don't really have carpet in here, so it's not that big of a deal. So if you have carpet, just watch that. But it's cool because it's gonna mop under all this little stuff that we have, like under the furniture, and it does an amazing job. All right, so it just finished mopping, and as you can see, it's pretty dirty, and we just mopped last week as well, so this thing actually does a good job. All right, HONITURE. We freaking love this vacuum. It is
a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
I'd say 100 out of 10. It is by far the coolest robot vacuum. I'm not even just saying that. It actually really is.
Well, we've had a few, so we know that it's like really good in comparison.
Yeah. Crystal knows that I'm genuinely
excited.
Way too excited about this vacuum. So, in love.
Passionate.
Passionate. It's an amazing vacuum.
Couldn't think of any
I
other.
love it. Do your thing.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Comment below anything else you'd like to see us do or do a review on or whatever. But until next time, maybe enjoy this clean floor. Maybe go stretch or eat a meal off of it.
That's
I don't
right.
know. See you.